Are you someone who values stability, loyalty, and a sense of security in life? Or perhaps you know someone whose grounded nature and determination are hard to miss? If so, then you might be familiar with the Taurus archetype. Often associated with strong will and a deep connection to the pleasures of life, Taurus individuals are known for their steady approach to everything they do. But what happens when their need for comfort and familiarity stands in the way of growth? How do they navigate the delicate balance between their love for consistency and the inevitable changes life throws their way? Taurus, an earth sign ruled by Venus, brings a unique perspective to the world. They are not just about practicality and hard work, they're also deeply connected to beauty, comfort, and all things that bring pleasure to the senses. This deep affection for stability creates a sense of security that they hold dear, but sometimes, it can feel like a double-edged sword. As Taurus seeks to hold on to what they know and love, they might find themselves resistant to new experiences or changes, which can create tension not only within themselves but in their relationships too. In today's exploration, we will dive into how this complex nature influences Taurus' emotional world and personal growth. Let's take a closer look at how their love for comfort can sometimes clash with the need for change, and how embracing flexibility might be the key to unlocking even greater potential. Through understanding the deeper layers of their personality, Taurus can learn how to harness their strengths, navigate challenges, and continue growing both emotionally and personally. Taurus, as a grounded earth sign ruled by Venus, carries within them a deep appreciation for the tangible and the beautiful. Their connection to Venus, the planet of love and harmony, imbues them with an inherent desire for comfort, beauty, and sensory pleasure. This makes Taurus individuals naturally inclined toward creating an environment of peace and stability in their lives. They find immense satisfaction in the things that evoke a sense of calm, from the comfort of a cozy home to the indulgence of fine foods or the enjoyment of art and music. These pleasures are not merely luxuries but essential aspects of their existence that help them feel secure and at ease in a sometimes chaotic world. However, while this connection to Venus offers Taurus a deep appreciation for life's simple pleasures, it can also present challenges when it comes to personal growth and emotional flexibility. The love for stability that defines Taurus can sometimes make it difficult for them to embrace change. When the familiar is disrupted, it can trigger discomfort, leading them to resist anything that threatens the comfort they've worked so hard to build. In relationships, career paths, or even personal habits, Taurus may hold on tightly to what feels safe, even if it no longer serves their best interests. The fear of uncertainty and the desire to maintain control over their environment can limit their potential for growth. The challenge lies not in the Taurus individual's ability to achieve success or maintain security, but in their ability to let go when it's time to move forward. This reluctance to change is often rooted in a deeply ingrained need for consistency and a fear that stepping into the unknown may lead to loss or instability. However, it is within this very resistance that Taurus can find the opportunity to evolve. For growth often requires stepping outside of the comfortable confines they've built and facing the discomfort of transformation. What makes Taurus truly resilient, however, is their patience and determination. Taurus individuals have a unique ability to persist through difficult situations with unwavering focus and tenacity. This determination, while a powerful asset, can sometimes take the form of stubbornness. Taurus may hold on to ideas, people, or situations longer than necessary, clinging to what they know out of a fear of the unknown. Yet, their patience also means that once they commit to a path, they will see it through, often achieving long-term success in their endeavors. The key, then, lies in understanding when to be patient and when to adjust, allowing for greater flexibility in their approach to life's inevitable changes. As a fixed earth sign, Taurus finds stability in routines and rituals. There is comfort in the familiar, and Taurus thrives when they know what to expect. Yet, this sense of stability can sometimes lead to stagnation. Over time, routines that once brought comfort may begin to feel limiting, creating a sense of frustration or dissatisfaction. For Taurus, the ability to assess whether a routine is still serving their growth is crucial. While change can feel uncomfortable, it is also a necessary part of the natural cycle of life. Personal growth requires that Taurus not only maintain what brings them comfort but also make room for new experiences, ideas, and ways of being that can enrich their lives and expand their horizons. In the quest for personal growth, Taurus individuals are called to embrace their intrinsic need for security without allowing it to become an obstacle to progress. The first step in this process is acknowledging the deep-seated fear of change and recognizing how it manifests in their lives. Taurus individuals may find themselves staying in unhealthy relationships, clinging to outdated habits, or resisting new opportunities out of fear of the unknown. Understanding that these patterns are rooted in a desire for safety can empower them to begin the work of challenging these beliefs and opening up to the possibility of change. Through mindfulness, self-reflection, and the support of trusted loved ones, Taurus can begin to soften their resistance to change and gradually take small steps toward greater adaptability. As they continue on their journey of self-discovery, Taurus can also tap into the wisdom of their connection to the earth element. Taurus is not only connected to the pleasures of life but also to the grounded, nurturing qualities of the earth itself. The earth element offers a sense of stability that is not based on rigid control but on the natural cycles of growth and renewal. Just as the earth goes through seasons of change, Taurus too must accept that life requires periods of growth, rest, and transformation. By embracing this cyclical nature, Taurus can find a sense of peace in the process of change, trusting that each transition brings with it the potential for new opportunities and deeper fulfillment. Through self-awareness and a willingness to adapt, Taurus can harness their natural strengths, determination, loyalty, and patience, while also cultivating the flexibility needed to grow emotionally and spiritually. Change does not have to be feared or resisted. Instead, it can be embraced as a powerful tool for personal evolution. For Taurus, growth is not about abandoning what they value but about expanding their sense of security to include the possibilities that change brings. By striking a balance between their love for comfort and their need for growth, Taurus can create a life that is not only stable and secure but also rich in meaning, beauty, and potential. This journey of growth requires Taurus to let go of the need for perfection and control, recognizing that life is an ever-evolving process. The willingness to embrace discomfort and trust in the flow of life is an essential part of Taurus' personal development. With each step toward greater flexibility and openness, they build the emotional intelligence needed to navigate life's changes with grace and confidence. As they continue to cultivate their inner strength and resilience, Taurus can create a life that reflects both their desire for stability and their capacity for growth, making room for deeper connection, fulfillment, and joy. Taurus, in their journey toward personal growth, also benefits greatly from the deep, steady commitment they often bring to their relationships and work. This unwavering loyalty is one of their most defining traits, but it also presents both strengths and challenges. When Taurus dedicates themselves to something or someone, they do so wholeheartedly. Their loyalty often knows no bounds, and their commitment is both a source of pride and a potential area for growth. However, this same loyalty can sometimes create blind spots. Taurus may become overly attached to relationships, jobs, or even places that no longer nurture them, simply because they struggle to break away from what feels familiar. This attachment, while it provides a sense of security, can inhibit their ability to fully embrace personal change or recognize when it's time to move on. The transition from holding on tightly to letting go can be difficult for Taurus, but it's an essential step in the process of emotional and personal growth. The same loyalty that fuels their relationships can also keep them tethered to situations that are no longer in alignment with their evolving values. By learning to acknowledge when it's time to release old attachments, Taurus can create space for healthier, more fulfilling connections to form. The ability to release the past and embrace the future is an act of profound emotional maturity that, although challenging, will ultimately lead Taurus to more fulfilling and authentic relationships. Similarly, Taurus' approach to work and goals can offer both a sense of purpose and the potential for stagnation. Their work ethic is unparalleled. They possess a steady, reliable nature that ensures they achieve their long-term goals. However, this same determination can sometimes translate into a rigid approach, preventing them from adapting to the changing demands of their professional environment. When Taurus holds onto a particular vision or strategy without considering new perspectives, they risk becoming disconnected from the fluid nature of their chosen field. The key to growth in this area is to harness their natural determination while remaining open to innovation and new ways of thinking. By embracing flexibility and allowing themselves to adapt to new methods, Taurus can enhance their ability to thrive in an ever-changing world. The ability to reassess goals and adjust strategies, even when it feels uncomfortable, is a crucial aspect of emotional intelligence for Taurus. They tend to resist failure, often seeing it as a sign of weakness or inadequacy. This fear can lead them to become stuck in unproductive patterns or avoid taking risks that could ultimately bring them closer to their true potential. However, when Taurus is able to redefine their relationship with failure, they open the door to greater resilience and innovation. The recognition that setbacks are part of the process, rather than obstacles to their self-worth, allows Taurus to grow in confidence and embrace the opportunities that come with calculated risks. Taurus' relationship with time is another significant factor in their emotional and personal development. As an earth sign, they have a natural connection to the physical world and often find comfort in routines and predictability. However, this reliance on the familiar can sometimes lead them to resist the natural ebb and flow of time. Taurus may find it difficult to let go of past moments, clinging to memories or experiences that no longer serve them. This attachment to time and the past can create emotional blockages, preventing Taurus from fully engaging in the present or moving forward into new chapters of their life. For Taurus, learning to embrace the fluidity of time is a profound lesson in letting go. This doesn't mean abandoning the past or neglecting the lessons it has provided. Instead, it's about recognizing that time is a continuous, ever-evolving process, and true growth requires them to live fully in the present while maintaining an awareness of the future. By practicing mindfulness and focusing on the present moment, Taurus can begin to release their need for control over time and open themselves to the possibilities that lie ahead. This shift in perspective can create greater peace of mind, as it allows them to flow with life's natural rhythms, rather than resisting them. Moreover, Taurus' connection to their inner world plays a central role in their emotional intelligence. Taurus is often deeply introspective and connected to their own values, but sometimes this inner focus can make them resistant to external perspectives. Their strong internal compass can lead them to rely heavily on their own judgment, which, while a valuable trait, can sometimes hinder their ability to see beyond their immediate feelings or desires. The process of emotional growth for Taurus involves balancing their inner wisdom with the perspectives of others. By seeking out diverse viewpoints and allowing themselves to be influenced by the experiences of others, Taurus can broaden their emotional awareness and develop a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. As Taurus opens themselves to the ideas and experiences of others, they cultivate the emotional intelligence needed to build stronger, more adaptable relationships. This requires them to trust that their core values are strong enough to withstand external influences, without being rigid in their beliefs. It's about finding a middle ground where Taurus can stay true to themselves while being open to growth through external interactions. This balance is key to fostering emotional resilience, as it allows Taurus to navigate the complexities of relationships, work, and personal development with greater ease and confidence. The journey of growth for Taurus is not a destination but a continuous unfolding. It involves learning to balance the steady, dependable qualities that make Taurus who they are with the flexibility and openness required to grow and adapt. By acknowledging their strengths is determination, loyalty, patience, and learning to let go of the attachments that no longer serve them, Taurus can create a life that reflects their deepest desires for stability while embracing the opportunities that change brings. Through this ongoing process, Taurus can not only enrich their own lives but also cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with others, allowing them to live in harmony with themselves and the world around them. The process of self-reflection is another essential element for Taurus as they navigate the complex terrain of emotional intelligence. While Taurus has a deep connection to their internal world and a strong sense of self, they can sometimes struggle with the act of introspection. Their grounded nature, combined with their resistance to change, can create a situation where they become stuck in their ways, reluctant to examine patterns that may no longer serve them. However, true personal growth requires a willingness to confront both strengths and weaknesses with honesty and vulnerability. By engaging in regular self-reflection, Taurus can deepen their understanding of their emotional responses, uncover areas for improvement, and create a more authentic path forward. For Taurus, self-reflection is not just about examining past behaviors or emotions but also about actively engaging with their inner desires and dreams. Taurus is a sign that finds comfort in stability. Yet they often possess a quiet, persistent longing for something more, something deeper. This longing can sometimes be masked by their external appearance of calmness and contentment. But it remains an undercurrent that shapes their experiences and aspirations. By creating space for introspection, Taurus can more fully understand what it is they truly want out of life, and whether their current paths are aligned with their deepest desires. This alignment is key to unlocking their full potential, as it allows them to take action that is both purposeful and fulfilling. Self-reflection also plays a crucial role in Taurus' ability to build resilience. Life will inevitably present challenges, and while Taurus' natural resilience is one of their greatest strengths, it can sometimes lead them to hold on to situations or mindsets that are no longer helpful. This resistance to change, while offering a sense of stability, can become a hindrance when growth demands new ways of thinking and being. Through the practice of reflection, Taurus can begin to recognize when they are holding on to outdated beliefs or habits that limit their ability to move forward. This awareness is the first step in breaking free from old patterns, allowing Taurus to embrace new ways of thinking and being that are more aligned with their evolving needs and desires. Equally important in this journey of growth is the understanding of how Taurus relates to their emotions. As an earth sign, Taurus is often deeply in tune with the physical world but may struggle to articulate or process their inner emotional landscape. Taurus individuals can be incredibly steadfast and reliable. Yet this same steadfastness can sometimes create emotional walls. When feelings are difficult to express or when emotions feel overwhelming, Taurus may retreat inward, preferring to focus on tangible tasks rather than confronting the messiness of their inner world. This avoidance of emotional complexity, while offering short-term comfort, can create long-term emotional blockages, preventing Taurus from fully experiencing and releasing emotions in a healthy way. The act of emotional processing is key to Taurus' personal growth. It is essential for them to create space for emotional expression, whether through talking with a trusted friend, journaling, or simply allowing themselves to sit with their feelings without judgment. The practice of emotional processing can help Taurus release pent-up emotions and move through difficult experiences with greater ease. By embracing vulnerability, Taurus can also build deeper emotional connections with others, fostering relationships that are not only stable but also emotionally rich and fulfilling. This openness to emotional expression and growth is a powerful tool for Taurus as they continue to develop greater emotional intelligence and resilience. In the broader context of Taurus' life journey, another important aspect of growth is their relationship with their own personal power. Taurus is a sign that thrives in environments where they can maintain control and consistency. This desire for control, while it can bring security and stability, can also create a sense of rigidity when it comes to new opportunities or challenges. Taurus may sometimes feel that their personal power is best maintained through structure and routine. But true empowerment comes from the ability to be flexible, to adapt to changing circumstances, and to trust that they have the inner strength to handle whatever comes their way. Learning to surrender control when necessary, without losing their sense of self, becomes an essential skill for Taurus as they navigate the complexities of life. Part of reclaiming personal power is recognizing that strength lies not only in external circumstances but in internal fortitude. Taurus is naturally resilient, but this resilience is most potent when it is coupled with an understanding of their own emotional needs and desires. When Taurus taps into their own inner wisdom, they become empowered not only to achieve their goals but to do so in a way that is authentic and aligned with their true selves. This process of self-empowerment allows Taurus to move through life with a greater sense of ease, knowing that they are capable of navigating whatever challenges come their way. The balance between maintaining control and surrendering to the flow of life is an ongoing process, one that Taurus must continually revisit as they grow and evolve. As Taurus embraces this journey of personal transformation, it is important for them to recognize the inherent wisdom they carry within. Their connection to the earth, the sensual pleasures they enjoy, and their deep loyalty and determination are not just surface traits, they are core aspects of who they are. However, as they move through life, Taurus must learn to balance these strengths with a willingness to adapt, to reflect, and to engage with the emotional and psychological dimensions of their existence. Growth does not require Taurus to abandon their natural traits, rather, it invites them to expand upon them, allowing for greater flexibility and emotional depth. This journey of transformation requires patience, something Taurus knows well. However, it also requires a willingness to take risks, to step outside of their comfort zones, and to trust that change, though difficult, is ultimately a path to greater fulfillment. By embracing both the comforts they cherish and the challenges they must face, Taurus can create a life that is not only stable and secure but also rich in opportunities for emotional growth, personal empowerment, and fulfillment. Through this balanced approach, Taurus can learn to navigate the complexities of their inner world while remaining firmly grounded in the realities of life's ever-changing landscape. As Taurus continues their personal journey, another crucial element to consider is their relationship with their own sense of worth. Taurus, ruled by Venus, carries a deep-seated need for both external and internal validation. The material world often becomes a reflection of their self-worth through possessions, achievements, and the way they are perceived by others. This desire for validation can create tension, especially when Taurus places too much importance on external measures of success or validation. They are often driven to acquire comfort and security in their lives, but in doing so, they may sometimes tie their identity too closely to their material possessions or outward success. It is essential for Taurus to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is not solely reliant on the external world. True self-worth comes from within, from an understanding of their own inherent value, independent of what they have or what they achieve. This is not to say that Taurus should abandon their love for beautiful things or their desire for a stable, comfortable life. Rather, it is about understanding that their worth is not contingent upon the approval of others or the acquisition of material possessions. When Taurus learns to embrace their inner strength and recognize their intrinsic value, they can free themselves from the cycle of seeking constant validation. This shift in perspective allows Taurus to engage with the world from a place of confidence, rather than one of neediness, which can lead to deeper satisfaction in all areas of their life. In parallel, embracing flexibility and adaptability is a powerful tool for Taurus as they navigate the various seasons of life. Taurus is a sign that thrives in routines and predictability, finding comfort in the steady rhythms of daily life. While these qualities are admirable and provide a strong foundation for Taurus, they can sometimes become limiting if Taurus holds onto them too rigidly. Life, in its essence, is dynamic and ever-changing. No matter how much we desire stability, change is inevitable. And learning to embrace this change is a key part of personal growth. By opening up to new experiences and stepping outside their comfort zone, Taurus can learn to ride the waves of life with more grace and resilience. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning their core values or their need for security, rather, it means allowing room for growth and expansion. When Taurus is able to release the need for complete control and allow life to unfold naturally, They find a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment. Change becomes less of a threat and more of an opportunity to learn, evolve, and experience life in its fullness. Embracing this adaptability enables Taurus to not only thrive in their relationships and work but also grow emotionally and spiritually. The key is learning to balance their deep-rooted desire for stability with an openness to the ever-present, ever-changing currents of life. As Taurus embraces the journey of personal growth, it's important to remember that the road to self-discovery is not about perfection or achieving a specific destination. It's about evolution, about embracing change, and about trusting in the process. This journey will unfold in its own time, guided by Taurus' natural strengths: patience, loyalty, and determination. Yet, these qualities must be balanced with a willingness to grow, adapt, and evolve, for it is only through flexibility that true growth is achieved. And as Taurus moves forward, they carry with them not just the lessons of the past but the wisdom to navigate the future. By understanding their inherent strengths, embracing change, and cultivating self-worth that is rooted in their inner being, Taurus can create a life that is not only secure and comfortable but also rich in meaning and fulfillment. As you continue your path of growth, Taurus, know that you are not alone. Everyone's journey is unique, and the process of growth is continuous. Remember that change is not a threat but a gift, and by learning to embrace it, you unlock the fullest potential of your true self. Whether in your relationships, your work, or your own personal development, trust that you have everything within you to thrive, adapt, and flourish. As always, thank you for joining me on this exploration into the emotional intelligence and growth of Taurus. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Zen Mind Peaceful Life channel for more content on self-discovery, astrology, and emotional growth. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're embracing change and growing as a Taurus or supporting a Taurus in your life. Until next time, remember that your journey is yours to create, and every step brings you closer to the authentic, fulfilled life you deserve.